I love the ocean in Minecraft. It's filled with tons of beautiful creatures, gorgeous coral reefs, and whatever this thing is. So I've decided I want to live there. So today, I'm gonna build an absolutely insane underwater castle made entirely out of ocean-themed blocks, all in Minecraft hardcore. I've had some wild ideas in this world, but this one might be the craziest. So let's grab some fireworks and let's get to work. So our first step in this journey is to go find the perfect ocean. After all, this entire build will be underwater. Too shallow. Too gravelly. Ooh, an ocean monument. I'll be back for you guys later. See ya. But then I found the perfect location. This could be perfect. It's a nice sandy ocean. It looks kind of deep enough. I think this area will suffice. And since we were gonna be here for a while, I grabbed some materials and made a little base camp at the shore of our ocean. Welcome to Farzy's ocean tent. It may not be the biggest place in the world, but it definitely gets the job done. And by the job, I mean a place to sleep. But okay, let's get to work. So first up on the agenda, I want to do a little bit of terraforming down here so the land is a little bit flatter and easier to build upon. And as a matter of fact, it might be a great day to have a trident. Hoo-yah! Yeah. Where was I? Oh yeah, terraforming. I don't know why, but this looks so beautiful to me. Cut the singing part. It's like underwater snow. So beautiful. And just a few more blocks. And there we go. A giant open land underground for us to build our castle upon. It is now officially building time. So my plan for this underwater base is to make a giant castle on the ocean floor. And the only way to enter the castle is through a hidden entrance on a custom island above the water. And I'm thinking we should probably make the island first because we have a whole bunch of sand now. So let's do it. Let me just place down some sand and bring it up to the surface. Perfect. Now we're gonna take out some sandstone and expand this thing into an islandy kind of shape. Good. Minus all the mobs here. Please go away. And now just to place down a bunch of sand and make it look like a real island. And as I do this, please subscribe and hit the bell. And now just to add some palm trees for a little extra detail. And I think I like it. We got 2 small palm trees and they look pretty darn good. The only weird thing is from far away, the island kind of looks like it's floating in the air. So that might take a little getting used to, but besides that, it is perfect. Oh, and I almost forgot, I gotta make a trapdoor system to get down to the actual castle. So I guess I'll just make a hole right here and put a trapdoor down. And this is kind of boring. Wait, hold on. I think I might have a pretty cool idea. Just need a little bit of this. And voila, a little mini castle right in the middle of the island. But I think it looks pretty nice, and most importantly, it's kind of like a hint of what's going to be underneath the water. A giant castle, except much cooler than this. I like it. It's so much darker down here. And there's so many of you annoying drowned mobs. Hooah. Oh my gosh, I don't have a totem right now. That could have been really bad. I'll be right back. And that's much better. Pardon me. Okay, bye. Now, since we are building an underwater base, the main block I'm going to be using is coral. And since I'm lazy, I looked up if I could make a coral farm. I don't think there is a coral farm in the game. So we had to go do things the old-fashioned way. Oh, Mr. Coral Reef. Let's try it again. Oh, Mr. Coral Reef, where are you? I don't see anything yet. Oh, come on. There's got to be one somewhere. Please show me one. I am getting upset right now. Oh. Well, my elytra broke. Looks like I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. And even though it took a little longer than expected, we finally found a coral reef. What? Oh, wait a second. I know where I am. That's my pillager castle over there. And guess what? There's a coral reef right in front of it. This is gonna be perfect. Okay, how do I break coral? Is it a pickaxe? Is it a shovel? No. An axe? A hoe? No. How do you break this fast? I guess this is the fastest I can break coral. Well, this is gonna be annoying because I want to get like a lot of stacks of every kind of color. So yeah, this is gonna be so painful. But putting my anger aside, I sucked it up and collected as much coral as I possibly could. No, dolphin, stop. They're taking my block. Stop it. Oh, wait. Big brain idea. I go like this, and I go like this, and I take this, and aha, would you check it out? We got a chest boat. I'm so much smarter than dolphins. Kids, stay in school. You never know when it'll come in handy. Well, all right, let's get into this thing. So first off, we're gonna need a giant outline of the castle so I know what I'm actually doing here. So we're gonna make a giant rectangle in the middle and turn it a little bit this way. And I guess from here, we can kind of expand off this shape. So put like another room over here. I hate building underwater because I keep almost dying. Urgh. And just a few more blocks. You know what? Yeah, I can kind of see the vision here. We got the main entrance here. We have 2 side rooms, a big room in the middle, and 2 small tower spots in the back. Now we just got to raise this whole thing up and make it actually look like a building. But before we raise the walls too high, I had a realization. We need to remember, I want this castle to look good and not trash. So I decided to do some experimenting with my coral and make a cool gradient design for the castle. I kind of like this gradient of like red to purple to pink. It's like a nice like darker to lighter kind of thing. But if I'm gonna pull it off, I'm gonna need some more materials. And first up on my list, I think some colored wool might be a very good touch. Thank you very much. And if we have any, I would love some concrete. Oh, yes we do. Absolutely perfect. Oh, it happened again! Why does this keep happening to me? It's all your fault, stupid pig. And the baby, too. I hate taking accountability. But carrying on, I put all these new blocks to use by raising up the castle walls, making this amazing gradient pattern. I can't tell if I'm really good or really bad at this, but it's coming along. Kinda. Would you knock it off? Ooh, copper. But okay, this is looking pretty good. We got the red at the bottom, goes to magenta, goes to pink. I'm not really sure what to do after that. I might do like some yellow or some blue or just like redo the texture, but this is a really good start. And I guess the door can go right here. And essentially we walk into this main room here, then we're gonna have 5 more rooms off of that, and we'll put a bunch of cool things in each room that's kind of like ocean themed. No squid allowed! Sorry, I don't make the rules. Well, I do, but I like my rules. Oh, hey, dolphin, you guys can stay. I like you guys. Mwah. But before we continue building, I kept almost drowning. I hate building underwater, man. So frustrating. So I had a small side quest to take care of. Okay, how do I... Hello? Why are you in my tent? Oh no, he despawned. So tragic. That was a funny noise. So how do I make one of those underwater beacon things? Underwater? What is it called? Ah, conduit. I knew that. I was just testing you guys. Conduit. I need nautilus shells and a heart of the sea, which would be really easy to get if I could fly home. But you know, my elytra are completely broken right now. So yet again today, we gotta go do things the old-fashioned way. That seems to be the theme of today's video. So step 1, let's find a heart of the sea. And since I'm such a big brain Minecrafter, I know I can find one in a buried treasure after finding a shipwreck. Oh, and looky there, that's a shipwreck. All right, Mr. Shipwreck, what do you have for me? Please be unlooted, please be unlooted, please be unlooted. Please let me in too. I'm too big for this. I hate this game. And nothing, except for a suspicious stew. Superpower, superpower, superpowers. What happened? I guess nothing. What about in here? Oh, buried treasure. Yes, yes, yes. We are on the right path. Oh my gosh, there's so many drowned around me. But I think we're just about here. Can you knock it off? My gosh, man. I'm just trying to make a YouTube video. So let's dig a little bit. Come on. Show the hardcore king what he's looking for. For the love of Peter Pan, back away. I don't think this chest actually exists. How is that fair? It's under gravel. Stupid game. Oh, I don't care though because we have a heart of the sea. Oh, and water breathing potions. Please give those to me. Yum, 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 yum. And we're out of here. Weirdo. But next up on the agenda, we do need some nautilus shells, which I think these guys do drop on rare occasion. So I'm gonna enjoy this very much. spoiler alert, I did not enjoy it. Forget this. I'm just flying back home to get the shells. Thank you very much. And if I recall correctly, I just got to surround this thing in prismarine. Oh, it's doing something crazy. I think it's working. Okay, we're good. Now we can get back to building in peace. But in addition to raising up all the walls here, I also want to add in some cool watchtowers because I feel like most castles have watchtowers. And I'm thinking maybe we try using yellow coral. I don't know why I choose this color, but it's different, it's bright, and I think it might look pretty cool if we do it correctly. I don't think that's even. Excuse me. All right, looking better already. And we're just gonna keep bringing this all the way up. Better. And now we're just gonna put some spikes on top like how most castles do. It's all right. It could use some more details later on, but I think the general shape is pretty good. Now, at this point, I felt like I had a pretty strong foundation for the castle. So I flew back over and got a ton more coral. And then I began raising up the walls, adding even more towers, and making the whole castle a little bit more defined. I'm getting the feeling this castle is not gonna fit under the island. Oh, this thing's gonna be a really tight squeeze right here. But that's a problem for later. I'm a little bit preoccupied right now. Oh, you guys can go underwater? Weirdo. But ladies and gentlemen, I think we have a pretty sick looking castle right now. I threw in some blue coral, topped it off with some red coral, and added a giant yellow tower right here in the back. I also did end up moving the island because it was completely in the way, which is kind of annoying, but you gotta do what you gotta do. But before I carry on, there's still a few final exterior details I want to add into this thing, like making this tower look a little prettier. So we're gonna pop in some windows, maybe use some prismarine to add like some extra block details. And most importantly, how can you have a watchtower without an amazing flag on top of it? And I think we're gonna use coral for this. Additionally, I'm also gonna add some coral gardens using coral on top of sand. And after a few more subtle details, we have this thing. And I just gotta say, bone meal on the coral is an amazing touch. I'd say the exterior is 100% complete. So up to this point, we've collected a ton of materials and built an amazing castle. But now, here comes the fun part. It's time to move in. So the plan here is actually very simple. If I'm gonna live in here, I need to remove all the water from the inside of the castle. And what's the one block used to get rid of water in Minecraft? Sponges. I think you guys get the idea here. Okay, we're gonna be very diligent about this. Nice and careful. Hello? Any sponges in here? Oh, I found gold. Not what I want, but I'll take it. Yes! Jackpot. Ah! Welp, I now have mining fatigue. Pardon me one moment. If I can just find a cow somewhere, I can get milk and get rid of this thing. Do you guys produce milk? I don't want to find out. Aha! I see a cow. Do I have any buckets on me? Oh, I don't. I can't pick this back up now. Oh, Mr. Village, please have some iron for me. Anything? Oh, I am so sorry to do this, Mr. Iron Golem, but sorry, I'm sorry. And jackpot. Operation Sponges is back on track. And just to be safe, he's coming with me. We're going back in. Bingo. And we're out of here. Get out of the boat. So I guess we just throw these in the furnace to dry them off. Good, good. And let the madness begin. Wait, every time I place a sponge, the water just comes back. Bro, is this not the purpose of a sponge? Come on! I just don't understand. So it was time for plan B. Live underwater for real. So after cleaning up my mess and getting more materials, it was time to begin decorating. Okay, so first up, we have the entrance. And to be honest, there's not too much to do in here because we have a giant conduit in the middle of the room, but we can definitely spice this place up with like some archways to go into the rooms. Kind of like this. I also idiotically brought carpets and paintings with me, but these aren't gonna work underwater. Maybe they will. I guess paintings do work underwater. Well, okay, don't mind if I do. The more you know. Here's another thought. Since I can't do too much on the inside here, I could put some like cool grand thing up on front of the entrance. Wait for it. I think I have an idea. I'm gonna make two giant like crab claws crossing over here. So I think I go like this and make the knuckle part right here and the thumb. That is not what I had in mind. Maybe scrap that idea. Ooh, I could try like a trident. I do have the prismarine for it. Just need a little bit of this. I think it looks pretty good, right? It's similar enough. Yeah, I don't know anymore. What's going on here, Mr. Conduit Power? Is there something underground here? I'm really confused right now. Oh my gosh, it's Broderick. Hello, Broderick. How you doing? Kids, you didn't hear that. I'm just kidding. That was Broderick's stunt double. But carrying on into our first real room, I want to make like an underwater armory. And very simply, we're going to make a whole bunch of barrels to contain underwater gear, like fishing rods or tridents or boats. Okay, so we make it nice and pretty, smack a whole bunch of barrels around, and fill it up with tridents. Are you holding a trident and a nautilus shell? And you're a baby? You are one accomplished child. Hoo-yah! Aw, no trident. Forget the trident. I'll settle for the fishing rods. Oh, they don't stack? I'm getting sick and tired of the ocean right now. And done. Easy peasy. Now for our next room, I actually had the plan of making this kind of like a transportation room for like boats or something like that. But after some further consideration, I have a much better idea. Whose kid is that? Carrying on. Okay, so if you didn't know, if you go near a dolphin, you get this thing called dolphin's grace, where you swim really fast and take damage? Stupid puffer fish. But my plan is if I can put a lead on this dolphin, I can get dolphin's grace wherever I go and have fast underwater transportation forever. Like, look at this. I'm absolutely flying through the ocean. Oh, I think I lost him. So I'm gonna be the first ever Minecrafter to make a dolphin stable. Hey, put that down. Give it to me. This is so overpowered. All right, gentlemen, right this way. Come in here, and we're gonna put down a fence and tie you up and give you some nice decorations that you might appreciate. Wait, do dolphins need air? Okay, just in case, why don't we put some signs here and sponge? Yeah, that'll work, I think. Oh, that's not a good sign. Dolphins, no, stop playing with the lead. You're gonna die. I'll figure this out later. But carrying on, I spent the rest of my night decorating more rooms for the castle. I made a beautiful master bedroom, a fisherman-themed kitchen, and most importantly, I saved my dolphins. How in the world? I guess these guys can spawn in the middle of the ocean. Interesting. But ladies and gentlemen, this place is looking absolutely wonderful. We got decorations, we got decor, we got everything except for one final room right here. And this should be the most obvious room yet because there's only one thing we're missing in this castle. Just gotta break out the floor, and we covered the floor in a bunch of wool. Boom, 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 and boom. Introducing Farzy's underwater disco room, which if you ask me, warrants a special kind of celebration. Disco break! Oh, that felt good. And for one final detail, I thought it'd be pretty cool to add in a few more islands on the surface of the water. And we are done. Guys, this has been a very stressful and kind of frustrating build, but we are finally done and it looks so good. But that being said, I don't see any more underwater builds in my future anytime soon. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and I'll talk to you guys next time. So until then, goodbye.